I just remember being in class like any other day, and then suddenly the teachers had this kind of scared look. They locked us in the classrooms. They completely closed the school down. They closed the gates. All my friends started going home. They started getting picked up early.
I was getting ready for school, and my mom, she had the Today Show on, and when she turned it on, the first plane hit, and that was something. I actually remember having a creative arts class. She just told us, write everything you remember of this day, because this will be one of those days that is gonna go down in history, and people are never gonna forget this day.
I remember I was in 4th grade, and suddenly they gave an announcement and the classes were canceled. We went to the hallway and we saw that all the teachers were crying, scared, and I was really confused at that time.
When that happened, I was over there in Mexico. Everything was normal, but then suddenly, like, my mom turned on the TV and I watched these towers falling off. Like, it was shock. I was like, what's that? I thought it was a movie. But then I saw people like up in those buildings jumping off, and I saw like all this smoke, so I got scared. So I asked my mom and my dad, what was that? What was happening? I didn't go to school just to watch the news. We didn't think it was safe to come to the US to live anymore.
I remember people crying. They were devastated because of the terrorist attack.
On 9/11, I was on junior high. I remember I was in school, and suddenly, like, all the professors just like started talking about it. Actually, we didn't have class that day.
I walked up to the 3rd floor of the South building, and there were numerous faculty in our lounge with the TV on, and I thought, well, how strange is this? I walked in, I saw an airplane hit a building and thought it was a film, and everyone said, Pamela, just sit down and watch. And I watched it. The plane hit the building at least 5 times before I grasped it wasn't a film, this is reality. It can't happen here.
I had just finished my work, so I was there relaxing in class, and they turned on all the TVs from every classroom. Teachers came rushing in, and they actually had it posted up on TV for all of us to see. That was the one day that shocked America.
The alarm clock rang as it usually did, except today the news was very strange, talking about some crash in New York. So my husband and I went downstairs and immediately put the TV on, and the children were up. My children were in middle school then. So the whole family, the 4 of us, were just mesmerized by what we saw on TV, and we saw this as it happened on television live. And I remember the children looking at me and not being able to say anything, but just their faces kind of saying, Mom, is this for real?
The news was on every channel, and we had just seen that some planes had crashed into the Twin Towers. At first, we were not really concerned about what was happening until we realized another plane had just crashed. It was a very scary time. Just the television itself, you couldn't get away from it. It was everywhere. I do feel that our innocence was taken away from us.